Hello,
Hi,
I'm
how,
new to here.
how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. All right, guys, so we'll start right away. What I want to do today is just we'll read an article together. Then I'll let you guys chat a little bit, and then at the end we'll have a little uh, competition sort of at the end. So let's get started right away. Um, Here we go. I'll share my screen. All right. So I found this article this morning. I thought it was pretty cute. So I thought we'd read it together, go over it, and see some of the vocabulary and stuff like that in the article. Um, Victoria, do you want to start reading for us?
Yeah, I will.
Sure.
It is difficult enough in this life to find love. It's even rarer to find love again. High school sweethearts reunite after 7 decades during pandemic.
Good. Reunite. Okay.
Reunite.
Good. Um, Perfect. So, based on this title, Victoria, what do you think the article is going to be about?
It's going about love.
For sure,
But
yeah.
but I think 7 decades during pandemic. But I think there is something special in the high school I wanted to tell you there is something about high school and during pandemic, but I cannot understand very well the sentence.
Okay, so does anyone know what high school sweethearts means? What does that mean? Anyone can talk. Go ahead. Does anyone know? Anyone? No?
High school sweethearts mean your first love?
Yeah, exactly. So usually
Okay.
your first love you met in high school, and yeah, okay. Um, yeah, exactly. Perfect. So here is the lovely
Okay.
couple. Okay, so Mayat, is that how you say your name? Miat, how do you say? Oh, sorry,
Oh, I'm sorry. You can call me Rosha if it
Rosha.
is difficult.
Okay,
Yeah, Rosha.
okay, perfect. Do you want to read for me here?
Yeah,
Sure.
first paragraph
Yeah.
or the whole paragraph?
Let's do this.
Okay. Okay. Love knows no boundaries, even during a global pandemic. At least it didn't for Friedrich Paul and Florence Harvey. The high school sweethearts first met 7 decades ago in uh, Wandsworth, I don't know, Newfoundland. Friedrich, as a young man, would flicker his porch light before going to bed every night.
Perfect. Very good. Um, what does it mean when a light is flickering? What does that mean? Does anyone know?
Turn off.
No. You know, Mariela, or you don't know?
I don't know. I think turn off the lights. No.
But it's probably like that.
Yeah, exactly. When the light goes like this.
There is no light all the time.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, it flickers. Yeah, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So they met 7 decades ago, and then we'll see what happens now. Mariela, do you want to read here?
Yeah. It was his way of saying goodnight to Florence, who lived across the bay, less than a kilometer away. Both down-homers went on to marry other people and build families over 5 decades. Friedrich, 84, lost his first wife, Ellen, to multiple health challenges that ended with dementia in 2019. Florence, 81, lost her first husband, Lance, to cancer in 2017.
Perfect. Very good. Mariela, what does why do we say here 5+ decades? What does that mean?
The right word you want to know?
Sorry, repeat that.
The right translation?
Like, explain the concept. What does this mean? 5+.
Over 50 years.
Exactly. So 5+. When you say 5+ decades, you're saying okay, probably a bit more than that. Yeah, exactly. So 6+ decades, 4+ decades.
Yeah.
You can say that. Very good. Very good reading. Good. Okay, perfect. This is also something interesting to note here. When you're trying to say someone's age, when you're writing, you can say Frederick, comma, 84, comma, lost his wife. So instead of saying Frederick was 84 and he lost his wife, you can make that shorter, right? Frederick, 84, lost his wife. Florence, 81. Yeah, okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, who else is here? Let's see. Orange, do you want to read here for us?
Bad time passed, and hearts were healing. In February, Valentine's Day, to be exact, Florence reached out by telephone to Frederick to extend her support. Having heard the news of his wife's death, both were after not communicating with each other for decades, with the exception of a passing conversation during a Camp Home Town reunion in the Newfoundland in 1997 that Frederick and his family attended.
Very good, very good. So that was a lot of information. I'm just going to repeat it. Very good reading. So, but time passed and hearts were healing. So Frederick lost his wife, Helen, to multiple health challenges that ended with dementia in 2019. So Frederick's wife died in 2019. Florence lost her husband in 2017. But time passed, so from the death of their husband and wife respectively, and there was hearts were healing, so their hearts healed. They mourned, but they healed. In February, Valentine's Day to be exact, Florence reached out by telephone to Frederick to extend her support, having heard the news of his wife's death. This was after not communicating with each other for decades. So decades, 10 years over, a decade is 10 years, multiple decades. With the exception of a passing conversation during a come home. Okay, so they met up, they spoke in 1997, but that's it. Oops, I clicked on an ad by accident. Okay, that's a nice photo. Newfoundland, by the way, guys, is a province in Canada. Okay, let's do some more reading here. Fodil, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Do you want to read for me?
Okay, of course. The two began to talk by phone for several months as COVID-19 wreaked havoc on the country and eventually discussed the prospect of Florence when it's in Ontario for a visit. She would also use the visit to see her sons, one in Georgetown and the other in Ottawa. Florence has 5 children, 2 in Ontario, 1 in BC, and 2 at home in Newfoundland, 10 grandchildren, and 7 great-grandchildren. Frederick is the father to 2, grandfather to.
Very good. I don't know if you cut out there. Okay, very good. So this is a nice sort of expression phrase here. Wreaked havoc. When something wreaks havoc, what does that mean? Does anyone know what that means? For several months as COVID-19 wreaked havoc on the country. Or even havoc. But this is seen, these two words are commonly found together. It's a hard one.
Really?
So, okay, so wreaked havoc, it means that it caused a lot of trouble, problems for the country. Okay, so wreaked havoc is like a disaster, right? So if we look up here, let's look it up together. The definition of havoc. So wide and general destruction, devastation. A tornado wreaked havoc on the town 2 years ago. Okay, or great confusion and disorder. So the blackout, this is the example, the blackout caused havoc in the city. So caused havoc, wreaked havoc, that means that either it caused a lot of confusion, disorder, or it was destruction, devastation. So COVID is both of those things, right? So both destruction and also disorder, confusion. So that's a perfect phrase, wreak havoc. So it wreaked havoc. Any questions about this, guys? Here, how to use it?
It's like, sorry,
Sorry, go ahead.
it's like saying widespread damage.
Sorry, you're cutting out a little.
Means widespread damage.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Havoc means
Yeah.
widespread damage. Widespread damage.
Yes. So yeah. It could be widespread. It could be just a lot of confusion. So sometimes it's used with plumbing, even in the house. So to wreak havoc on the plumbing in the house. So it's just yeah. So damage and or disorder or confusion. Okay, very good. Who has not read yet? Let's see. Anyone else?
Yeah, can I read it?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Start here.
Okay. That surprise visit happened on July 5th. Freak Rick birthday, according to his daughter, Chatty Paul. He called me later that evening and said, I got a birthday present from Newfoundland and it's talk. Here she is. And he passed the phone to Florence. She smiled in relaying the day's events.
Very good. This one too.
Okay, so it wasn't long there, 3 days in fact, before conversations turned to marriage.
Good, very good. Okay, Victoria, do you want to continue here for us?
Yes, of course. Mindful of government pandemic.
Mindful.
Yeah. Of government pandemic. Guidelines. Wedding plans began in earnest. On August 8th, the two made it official before a small gathering of mostly family at Northern United Church, the Paul family's church since 1981. Ironically, the wedding was also the very first in the church's newly constructed building.
Very good, very good. Say this word again for me here.
Ironically.
Perfect. Okay, so those are a couple of good words that we hear. Mindful and ironically.
Guidelines.
Yes. So what does this mean, Victoria? Mindful of government pandemic guidelines.
What the government thinks about the pandemic?
No, they're not the ones who are mindful. Who's being mindful here in this sentence?
The government is getting conscious.
No, not the government. Does anyone know? Mariela, do you know?
According to? No? Okay.
So okay,
Following the pandemic guidelines.
Yeah,
no?
yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. According to they began these wedding plans. Exactly. Yeah. So Mariela, you understand who is being mindful here? It's not the government, but
Following the guidelines.
yeah, exactly. So
government.
the people being mindful are the couple, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So the ones being mindful, they're following the guidelines. Mindful of is how we say that. Okay. So they're following it. Any other thing here? Any other questions here, guys? No? Okay. Okay, Rosha, do you want to continue for us here?
I have a question. Ironically, what does it mean?
What does ironically mean? Can anyone answer that question? Victoria, do you want to answer?
Yes, I understand it very well, but it's difficult to explain.
Yes.
It's like you think something, but you are thinking this one not really in a good way.
That can mean ironically, yes. In this sentence, Mariella, what do you think it means?
Ironically, when
yeah.
Despite despite the situation.
Yeah. So it's sort of it's in the church's newly constructed. So it's ironic. I don't know if this is the best. I think his name is Muhammad who asked. I don't know if this is the best use of the word ironically. Ironically is sometimes used, not used correctly. So ironically really means that it's, let me give you an example. So an ironic situation. Let's say, it is hard to explain it. Let's say my girlfriend, let's say, my girlfriend went to buy, no, I don't even know. Guys, I can't think. It's early in the morning.
It's a paradox. It's a paradox.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's more of a paradox. So in an ironic manner. So if you say something ironically, this is sort of what Victoria was saying. Ironically means like how very noble. Muhammad, that means he wasn't saying it sincerely. This is what Victoria's example was. And this is what Mariella was saying, paradoxical. So it's unexpected. This is a good word as well, coincidental. Okay, so ironically, the rescue craft that saved her was the boat she was helping to pay for. So so that there's a bit of irony there. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, that's a hard word to explain. Okay. Okay, so let me just read this last sentence. It is truly a miracle that Florence and Fred are standing here before us today, but here we are. So it's pretty crazy. They, for decades and decades, they weren't married. And I guess I don't know why they didn't get married, but they wanted to, obviously, because at this time, they met, and after a few days, they decided to get married eventually again. So that's pretty cool. All right, guys, so what I want to do now, I want to give you maybe 10 minutes, put you in groups and let you talk a little bit. So I'll do that. Here we go. And then we'll come back and we'll play a little game for the last 10 minutes. Okay. So let's talk about we're going to talk about weddings, because that's what we just went over. Okay, so let me put you in the groups really quickly. Okay, let me assign the groups. Okay, wait. Okay, so assign. Oh wait, let me send you the questions. So here are the discussion questions. Tell me if you get those. Okay, and then also assign everyone else. All right, perfect. You guys get the discussion questions in the chat? You have them? Okay, perfect. Here we go, 10 minutes, guys. Hey guys, I hope you had fun in your groups. I think Victoria said, you're on mute, Victoria. I couldn't hear you.
Yes, our conversation was very interesting.
Okay, good. What did you talk about?
About the weddings.
Yeah.
What is the best and what is the worst in the weddings?
Okay.
The color of the dresses in Europe.
Of course.
And the traditional weddings in Asia.
Wow.
And the opinion of Mariela about the weddings. She said that it's not good because like woman, we can lose our independence. It cannot be independent.
Exactly.
But I said to her, it depends on the person too. You can be married and you can be independent, but with the current situation, I think that the life is a little bit complicated, and probably it will be better to live with someone without marriage.
Yeah, it depends on your opinion. I'm for marriage, but I guess it depends.
I'm married too. I'm married too. But I'm telling you my opinion for the others. For example, my son, he's living with somebody, but he's not married. He's not married because it was complicated to get married 1 year ago. He wanted to himself, but it wasn't possible because of the corona virus situation.
For sure, for sure.
I am for marriage too, but as I said before, we have to be lucky to find the right person.
Lucky, to be lucky.
Lucky.
Not only to be in love, it's like that. To be lucky, to like the right person, to find the right person, and to be in the right moment.
And also to be the right person for the other.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You guys are a wise woman. I'll listen to you. I'll have to. Yeah, for sure. We'll see. We'll see. I have a girlfriend, so we'll see what happens in the future. Okay. We don't have much time. So whenever, because it'll cut out in a few minutes, let's just play a quick something. I just want. So this is here, my website here. Is this the right page I want to be on? I'm not sure. Okay. No, it's not the right page. So guys, if you want to check out some courses on my website, they're here. ProfessorMontyEnglish.com. I'm trying to open the courses here. Wait one sec. Okay.
Sir, what's the name of your website?
ProfessorMontyEnglish.com. Like here. Yeah, right there. Let's see. I don't know why. Here, wait. Start over. Okay, there we go. Internet is slow when you're on Zoom, I think. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we'll have time, guys. Okay, you know what? Yeah, it's not working well. All right, we'll just stop it there because I don't think we'll have time. I wanted to do a little something, but we don't have time. But thank you guys for coming. And I'll see you guys soon. Okay. Keep up. Yeah.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I would like to have the name of the text which we did.
Oh, sure. I'll let me put it in the chat right now. Okay.
Thanks.
The link. Toronto Star is good. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Monty, you do the call in a week, in once a week.
We'll see. I'm gonna try to do more at the beginning of this year. But yeah, so if you subscribe to my YouTube channel or like my Facebook page, then I'll make the announcements there. Okay, let me show you something quickly, Muhammad. If you come on my YouTube page and you click here on community, then I make the announcements on this community tab, okay? So you
Okay,
always know.
on your YouTube channel.
On community tab here, if you click community, okay?
Okay.
Any other questions, guys?
No, thanks. Thanks for the course.
No problem, no problem. Okay, guys, have a nice day and Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year
You
too.
too.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Bye. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah.